Long ago, in the heart of ancient Africa, there was a great and powerful tribe known as the Mbala. They lived in a land of endless jungles, where the trees whispered secrets and the rivers sang eerie songs. The Mbala people were mighty hunters, but they all feared one thing: the Cursed Serpent, Ngando Quilai. It was said that Ngando Quilo was no ordinary beast. It was a monstrous snake, longer than 5 elephants, placed head to tail, with black glistening scales that shimmered in the moonlight, like polished obsidian. Its eyes were red as burning coals, and its fangs dripped with venom so deadly that a single drop could kill a grown man in seconds. The elders whispered that Ngando Quilu was not born of nature, but was once a man, a great warrior who had been cursed by the gods for his arrogance. The curse of Ngando Quilu. Many generations ago, there was a chief named Kashal, a fearless and mighty warrior. He was strong, but his heart was full of pride. He believed himself greater than the spirits of the land and challenged the gods themselves. One day, Kashal ventured into the forbidden swamp, where it was said that the spirits dwelled. There he found a sacred python coiled around a tree. The python was old, with golden eyes that glowed in the darkened butt. Instead of respecting the spirit, Kashal laughed and drew his spear. "I am the mightiest hunter in all of Mbala. No beast, not even a spirit, can stand before me," he boasted. Ignoring the warnings of his ancestors, he struck the sacred python, killing it instantly. But as soon as the creature died, a terrible wind howled through the jungle, and the ground trembled. A voice like thunder echoed through the land. "You have slain a sacred guardian, Kashal. For this sin, you shall become what you despised. You shall crawl upon your belly for all eternity, cursed to hunger for the flesh of your own people." Before Kashal could react, his body twisted and changed. His arms melted into his sides. His legs fused, and his skin became hard. Black scales, he grew larger and larger, his jaw stretching into a monstrous shape. He had become Ngando Quilu, the Cursed Serpent, the terror of the jungle. For centuries, Ngando Quilu haunted the Mbala lands. It slithered through the jungles, waiting in the shadows, watching with its red glowing eyes. At night it would strike. Villagers would disappear, leaving behind only the marks of a giant serpent slithering through the dirt. Warriors who ventured into the jungle to slay it never returned. The people lived in constant fear, until one day a young warrior named Zuberi rose up. He was brave, but also wise, and he knew that Ngando Quilu was no ordinary beast. It was a cursed soul. The elders told him that the only way to defeat the serpent was to return it to the spirit world. With a group of the strongest warriors, Zuberi set out into the jungle. They carried no weapons, only sacred herbs and enchanted drums. They tracked the serpent to its lair, a deep cave near the forbidden swamp. The air was thick with the smell of decay, and bones littered the ground. As the warriors began to chant, the cave trembled. Ngando Quilu emerged, its massive body coiling like a river of darkness. Its red eyes glowed with rage. It struck at Zuberi, but the young warrior stood firm, holding out the sacred herbs. In Ngando Quilu, Zuberi called, "You were once, Kashal, a great warrior. You are not meant to crawl in the dirt. Like a beast, the spirits call you home." The serpent hissed, its monstrous fangs bared, but then something changed. It hesitated. Deep in its fiery eyes, a flicker of recognition appeared. The warriors beat their drums louder, chanting the ancient songs of the ancestors. And Ngando Quilu let out a deafening roar, shaking the earth itself. Its body convulsed, its form shifting. The curse was breaking. With one final agonizing scream, the massive serpent burst into flames. its body turning to ash. When the smoke cleared, all that remained was the skeleton of a man, Chief Kesale, his face frozen in sorrow. The spirits had taken him at last. From that night onward, the Mbala peoples never saw Ngandokulu again. The jungle became safe and the tribe flourished once more. But even today, when the wind howls through the trees, the elders say it is the spirit of Kashal forever whispering his regret. And so the legend of the Cursed Serpent lived on, a warning to all who defy it.